Hi, this is Debbie from celestialastrologyhealing.co.uk, and today I'd like to say happy new moon in Aries and happy spring equinox. So I'm doing something a little bit different today, as I'm offering a gift of a free astrology reading for yourself, or if you've had a reading with me before, it may be a follow-up reading with some transits or progressions or looking at different timing techniques, or you can gift this to somebody. And also, I'm excited that I've worked out how to add a subscribe button to my YouTube videos. So this is quite new for me. So I was first thing this morning, morning coffee, go straight into my astrology practice, and I worked out how to add this subscribe button, which is something I really needed on my YouTube videos. So today, I really welcome your support to spread the web wider for me, as I have around 40 subscribers to my channel, bearing in mind that I'm not on Instagram, and I've only been sharing my videos professionally or semi-professionally, still learning very much so, for the last year. So if you haven't already subscribed and you'd like to hear more from me, that would be wonderful. I really appreciate your support, and I really thank you for this. If you have been one of my subscribers so far, I really appreciate your support from the beginning. And what I'm hoping to do on the Facebook link is to ask you, if you've subscribed, to share the link with 2 friends. People that I don't necessarily know would be great. And then the free offer of an astrology reading will be randomly picked by my partner, who is oblivious. I recognize some people's names, and I'd love to offer everybody a free astrology reading, but I spend hours in preparation. And then I would do a recording with you live, Zoom, present or not, and I would send my type notes, which I spend quite a lot of time doing at this stage. How I feel is that if you can imagine a pond and dropping a pebble into it, there's concentric rings coming out. And I feel like I've saturated the ring of my friends and community, and I really need to be known further afield. So I'm really asking from my heart that you could support me by sharing this with people that you will maybe be interested and may benefit from my gifts. Because when you have a personal birth chart done, it's nothing like reading a short a reading that you might see as a free thing that's computer generated. It's very, very precise. It's very unique to you. It's your unique, like a unique thumbprint, fingerprint of the cosmos at the time you take your first breath in this life. And the gods and goddesses are the planets that, dependent on where they are in your personal natal chart, they offer gifts and talents, skills that you can be aware of if you have your chart read very in depth by myself and any other professional astrologer, and also where there may be challenges in life, and maybe looking at these big changes and shifts that are happening with Saturn most recently moved into Pisces, dependent on where that is in your whole sign chart. You can look on my videos and blogs on my website, see the links below in the comments. So yeah, what else was I going to say? Yeah, happy new moon. I'm going to share a chart. It's spring equinox at 9:24 GMT time today. That's a wonderful start point for the astrological year, when the sun and the moon go into Aries. It's actually 24 minutes later that the sun moves into Aries. And tomorrow on the 21st, we have the new moon at 17:22. That's GMT time in Aries. So we've got spring equinox tonight on the 20th of March, 2023 at 9:24. You would have to adjust that for your time zone, dependent on where you are in the world. And then 24 minutes later, the sun goes into Aries. And then tomorrow at 17:22, the moon joins. So let me just share the chart of that. So what I have here is actually known as a bi-wheel. So if I was to do your natal chart reading, there's a wheel on the inside of the chart. Let me just get the correct arrow, because I tend to make a mess here. Okay, so on the inside of the chart here, with the signs of the zodiac going anti-clockwise around, here's my own personal natal chart with the sun and Venus and ascendant. I've got lots of fiery Sagittarius energy. I've also got lots of fiery moon energy in Leo, fiery moon. Jupiter, my chart ruler of Sagittarius, is conjoined with my Leo here. And yeah, that's just some of my planetary placements. I've also got lots of water in Scorpio in the 12th house, which is a house of mysticism and searching for understanding and being compassionate to others. I've also got lots of planets here in my 10th house of career, which is about what I'm seen to do publicly in my vocations in life or in my career path. And yeah, that's just some things. But what I wanted to actually point out was the planetary placements going around here. This here is the sun and the moon conjoined tomorrow at new moon at 1725. And that is, for me, if you are having your natal chart done, you can see that this is, for me, it's in my 5th house, which is also known to be Venus's joy. There's the sun and the moon and Mercury about communications, and Chiron, part of the Centurion belt, about healing wounds, and Jupiter, the most expansive planet, my chart ruler. This is in Venus's joy. This 5th house is about pleasures, about creativity, fun, children, and also entrepreneurial projects. It's like babies. I'm no longer I'm a Mega, I'm in the Queen of Spring, I'm an older woman, I'm a mother and a grandmother. And the astrology for me is my baby that I hope to take forward into my later years of professionalism as a professional astrologer. And for me, there's an interesting trine going on with this new moon activating my sun, my expression of myself, because the 1st house is about the self, my character, how I can share my personality with others. And also the 9th house here is the house of the higher mind. So this is a trine aspect to my natal moon and Jupiter. And this also trines up here from the 5th house to the 9th house, which is about teaching as well and astrology. And that's part of my skills. I love to teach people about their own chart when I'm doing a reading so that you have understanding. And the trine is the nature of Jupiter, which is very much about growth and learning and expansion and traveling of the higher mind, making sense and understanding in the world, our place in the world, as above, so below, things like that. So I'd just like to share one more thing before I finish. And if you can like and subscribe, I would really be so grateful. This is me putting out a request in a sense of Pluto moving into Aquarius, which is about support from the community. It's about recognizing each other's strengths. It's about networking, recognizing skills, sharing skills, supporting each other so that we can all grow, step into our power, be all that we can be without relying upon the old ways of the Capricorn Pluto placement, which we've had for the last 20 years. So by supporting each other, I'm also prepared to offer, this is a mess here, sorry about that. I was hoping to be a bit more fluent. Where is my lovely little image of, this is just typical, isn't it? I should have just stopped. I had a lovely image of spring equinox, which I'm not going to bother sharing now, but so it's about requesting your support to help me on my journey as an astrologer so that I may reach other people. And also you can contact me if you really can't afford a reading, and we'll see what I can do, because astrology is a gift and I do want to continue using my skills. And part of me spreading this web is I'm actually investing more into some mentorship to make sure that I can offer the best of myself to my clients. So I'm investing in more studies, or just not real, well, I am studying all the time. There's an infinite amount of knowledge with astrology. There's so many different branches, but I'm actually investing in having some mentorship to check that I am offering astrology in the best way possible. And if you can like and subscribe to my channel, this will just really help me. If I get to 100 likes on my YouTube channel, I will offer a free reading, which will be an hour long, minimum. Usually I do an hour and a half live Zoom recorded that you always have access to. If you don't want to be present, I can do it just talking about your chart. And also I type notes, which are quite copious at this stage. It's about 20 pages of notes. Then you have them to keep. So thank you so much for listening. Happy spring equinox today, and Sun into Aries later on, that lovely fiery, passionate cardinal sign of the zodiac, the boldness, stepping out, being bold. This is bold for me to ask for help. So thank you so much for hearing me. And yeah, as I was saying, if you'd like a reading, get in touch with me. If you really can't afford my usual charges, I would like to offer that on some other energetic exchange also, because for me, I'd rather be doing astrology rather than pricing people out. Although I know that some astrologers charge hundreds and hundreds of pounds, I'd love to be able to do that. And the more people that come to me, I suppose I will have less time, and that's how that goes up depending on your popularity. That's Rosemary. Trying to remind myself things to say, but I think I've said enough. Thank you so much. Press the subscribe, like, and share to 2 friends, and then I will randomly announce who's been selected for a chart reading for yourself, a friend, a family member, as a gift. So thank you, blessings, happy spring equinox. May the seeds that you plant come to fruition over the next 6 months, and let's enjoy the returning of the light as it increases here in the Northern Hemisphere. So bye for now.